Hi everybody, Jan Garrett here, and welcome to Saturday Songs and Stories. This is our Mother's Day special. Today is the 9th of May, 2020. Tomorrow will be Mother's Day, and I always love that Mother's Day comes in the middle of May when we're so much in the midst of all this blossoming, you know. I just want to say thanks to all the mothers, everywhere, every when, from the beginning of time and going on. So grateful for that beautiful, fierce, unconditional love. I'm really thankful that I get to have two beautiful daughters. I'm grateful for the babies. And I'm also really thankful for my own mom. I want to tell you a quick little story, because we're going to do a song today called Holy Mother. Here, I'll take my glasses off. The song Holy Mother is the first song on my Gypsy Midwife album. And quick story about my mom, which was she was born in the spring of 1918 on the farm out in Nebraska. And as the story goes, there were gypsies living on the land at that time. One of the women would occasionally come and help my grandmother around the house and with the children. When it came time for my mom to be delivered, my grandmother goes into labor. The country doctor is nowhere to be found. And so this woman is called in. She is some sort of a healer. I'm assuming she's an herbalist, but she's also a midwife. So she comes to help with the birth, and my mother comes into this world with a gypsy midwife in attendance, which is so cool to me. That is the story. So fast forward 80 years. JD and I are on a vision quest up in the mountains near Telluride. And to tell you this story, I'm going to move back into the Aspens. So I'll see you there. There we are. I feel really at home in these Aspens. So let me say a quick little word about the vision quest in general, which is just an English word that people in the 1800s made up to try to describe the wilderness rites of passage that people have been doing forever in indigenous cultures all over the world. You go into the wilderness to mark some sort of a passage. You also go into the wilderness and cry for a vision because something is out of whack. Something in yourself, something in your family, your community, or in the world, and you can't figure out what to do. And so you take yourself into the wilderness and, ask for a vision, and you have to listen really carefully and hope that something happens. And since we're not in charge of that, you just have to see what's going to be given to you. Whatever you get then is not brought back as a happy little insightful thing for yourself only. It's the whole idea is that then whatever you get, you put that into some sort of action, really coming fully integrated from the heart, totally grounded, so that you give that back as a gift to the world and to the people, and hopefully bring things more into balance. So anyway, here we are. We're up in the top of, almost at the top of Mount Wilson at base camp. And after a week's worth of ceremony, dream work, deep soul retrieval, each of us is sent out to do our solo fast. So this is like 3 or 4 days and nights in the middle of the wilderness, wherever we have chosen as our special spot. And I tell you, I loved it. I was having a wonderful time just being so connected, with Grandmother Earth, with all of nature, and just knowing everywhere I looked, my experience was that the world is alive. So on about the third day, the thing is, I was having a great time, except it's a little tricky not to have anything to eat. But on about the third day, I began to really hear what I felt was a voice coming from the Great Mother. And that voice basically turned into a song. It didn't take me very long to get this song. It came out exactly like in about 20 minutes, honestly, and I heard it in my head. I didn't have a piano, I didn't have a guitar, but it was very clear that I was to write this song and bring it back. So here we are, almost Mother's Day, and the Holy Mother wants me to give this song to you. It's called Holy Mother. And we'll go and sing it for you now. Ready? Hi, everybody. Jan Garrett here.
Hi, I'm JD Martin.
And welcome to our living room. We're going to do a song for you this morning that's called Holy Mother.
And we are joined by a wonderful band. You won't see them, you will hear them, of course, and Kelly Coffey on harmony vocals.
Beautiful. Should we just do it?
Yep. Okay.
Call the band in.
Holy Mother of God.
Yeah.
Holy Mother of God. Holy Mother of God. Holy Mother of God. Holy Mother of God.
She comes in with a gypsy midwife, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes, singing her way through the sorrows of this life. She shall have music wherever she goes, music wherever she goes. Dancing along in the madness, she's got her feet on the ground. Give her your pain and your sadness, she'll eat you and turn you around. She'll turn your whole world upside down. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. She is the heart of the darkness, she is the port in the storm. Hers is the fierce love that holds us together, the fire that keeps us warm. She's the fire that keeps us warm. She is the wind in the canyon, she is the rain on the land. She knows the stars and the seasons by heart. You live in the palm of her hand, you live in the palm of her hand. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. Yeah. Softly and tenderly calling, blessing the living and holding the dead. When everything else has fallen away, she is the voice in your head, she is the voice in your head. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. Thank you.